Today, the unfortunate reality is that most women live in a blue-pilled world till they hit 30. They think less about the consequences when they are young because they have been told from an early age that they are more mature than men, they are more intelligent than men, and they are better beings than men. They never had the reality check needed to knock them back to their senses. I don't have time to sit on podcasts like Fresh and Fit and give them a reality check in terms of gender pay gaps, relationships, marriages, and attraction. They think ugly women with great personalities will attract women, but they don't understand that men have a different brain than a woman. Men and women think different. Men's brains work differently than women's. A woman thinks more with her emotions, while guys are more logical. And that logic forces men to forget about personality and maturity and choose good-looking women. Men don't need over-mature, overconfident women with super great personalities. A lot of men do not care about how successful you women are. If you don't have that kind of sweet personality and mindset that men are looking for nowadays, they're moving on. I'm pretty sure a lot of us would much rather date the woman who works at McDonald's, who's feminine, kind, smart, peaceful, and emotionally mature than the woman who's rich, but has a horrible personality, rude, and creates drama and stress for people around her. Here's the scary part. Honestly, it's not the women who ask things like a guy's wealth and income on the first date that scare me. They're doing men the favor of showing their true colors immediately. It's the women that think this way and are good at hiding it. Deceitful, manipulative women are absolutely out there, and the havoc they can wreak on a man's finances these days is no joke. It's my experience with women like that, as well as seeing quite a few men in my life who have been financially ruined by divorce, that has me convinced I'm better off single. Bad women can be terrifyingly good at wearing the mask of a good woman for a long time. Men never needed these qualities in women for survival. They just needed a fertile and nurturing companion from the Stone Ages. That's why we still care about looks more than their maturity or personality. You can rate each other 10-10 for a personality that's fine, but looks are the first criterion for me. Being funny is good, but over-maturity or confidence comes at last. And when a man is rating you, he is being very honest. Men have no problem accepting they are 5 or 6. Women are depressed if they get rated 7 even with makeup on. Women overinflate their worth. There are a lot of delusional women today who have a falsely inflated opinion of themselves. I read an article written by a British woman who runs a dating service a few years ago about this, and she said it was common for average-looking women to lose their minds when a man turned them down, as if it was not possible that a man does not find them attractive. You also must think about the situation created by online dating. If you are a woman who is not a complete train wreck, and you post pictures of yourself, your inbox gets flooded with guys telling you how beautiful you are. If that was not bad enough, you get guys that are 8S and 9S getting lazy and sleeping with girls that are 3S and 4S. Well, now the 3S and 4S think that they can get better-looking guys all the time, so their demands go up. Why men are done with women. Most Western Caucasian women are no doubt beautiful, pretty, cute, and approachable. However, the cons of Western women outweigh the pros. The reason why most men are shunning Western women is manifold. 1. They have high and multiple body counts. Yes, an average Western woman has at least had 5 or more body counts and lost their virginity very early, somewhere around 13 or 14. Men don't prefer marrying a woman who has had multiple physical encounters. This is because it affects the way these women look at future relationships. 2. The hookup culture, partying, clubbing, and getting laid with random strangers during college years. Women, please stop it. Don't ruin your chances of having a beautiful family by getting infected with STDs. 3. Toxic feminism. Feminism in the 1950s was about equal rights to vote, get an education, get employment opportunities. Yes, we get it. Modern men support this. Then came toxic feminism questioning, why should women cook food? Why should women sacrifice their careers to raise a family? Why should men not stay at home and raise kids instead? Men, on the other hand, are working odd jobs to protect their women and children without questioning anything. 4. The hot stereotype. Throughout the world, white women are generally viewed as promiscuous. Blame it on adult movies and other factors. On the other hand, East European women and Asian women are generally viewed as family-oriented, traditional types. Most white Western men are marrying Chinese, Indian, Filipino, and Eastern European white women these days. thanks to the Passport Brothers movement. 5. Gynocentric laws. Today's Western nations' family laws are very hostile towards men. If the wife dropped a fake abuse case, or she made a joke out of the man and demanded a divorce, either way, men lose most of their assets and never get to see their kids again. And 6. Lifestyle inflation. Gone are the days when men worked in factories and wives were happy with their wages. Today's men and women are simply giving up the idea of a family or marriage owing to the high cost of living throughout the world, while the average salary is peanuts and not adjusted to inflation in real time. The modern woman is programmed more and more each day that they are walking a minefield of assault, and the half of the planet born with male parts is a monster out to get them trained from birth to be an R-word. The actual number of assault victims in America is 1 in 53, but we are told over and over again that it's 1 in 5. They say false accusations aren't a real thing and only 2%, but when you say the number is more than 10 times higher than what it is, that is over 90% false accusations. What's making women lonelier? Feminists got to this number by including flirting, asking women out, and looking at them. All acts deemed by the latest wave of feminism as acts of an assault culture, and anyone who thinks a man asking a woman out or flirting has been brainwashed that such offensive behavior is both assault and any woman subjected to it as traumatized. It was proposed in England recently to put a 5 p.m. curfew on men and force men to cross the street when they see a woman on the same side of the road, because even sharing a sidewalk by some feminists is assault. The honest truth is that women have never been safer in the history of mankind. Yet they are more depressed and lonelier than ever as well. They have found a happy relationship, but the guy asked them out to coffee, and they truly believe, after reading countless feminist articles reinforced more and more by mainstream media, that that is an act of assault and feel violated when a woman 30 years earlier may have felt happy a potential partner is politely trying to get closer to them. Victim culture doesn't help either. Being a victim today is simply a fashion statement, and there is no more demographic likely to follow trends than women aged 12 to 22. An example of this can be seen in the trans community, where we've seen the number of trans people grow 5,000% over the last 4 years. Far leftists will say it's because they were terrified to come out before, but we're not seeing a significant increase in folks old enough to experience when times were tougher for the rainbow community. Over 4,000% of the 5,000% increase is by girls aged 12 to 22. Simply put, the data shows when a girl aged 12 to 22 has a close friend that comes out as trans, there is an 80% chance she and her other girlfriends will come out as trans as well. The same goes for extreme feminist views and victimhood. If a girl aged 12 to 22 says she has been assaulted within a month, most of the girls in her circle will say they have as well. So, what is wrong with women and their dating standards today? Well, the younger women who are under 40 are too influenced by social media. And these social media influencers see themselves as high-profile celebrities in the same status as Hollywood people, athletes, comedians, and musicians, when they really aren't in the same level at all. Nowadays, anyone can become famous, thanks to the internet and social media, even for the most ridiculous reasons ever. And not only that, but there's also hardly any individualism anymore. Nowadays, people are trying to be like others in all things. Before social media existed, there was actual individualism, and people wanted to be unique in their own ways. All of this leads to women being increasingly lonely because they realize they're missing the bigger picture. They fell into the trap of feminism, but don't know how to get out of it to still enjoy comfort and have a chance at being nurturing and caring wives and mothers. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Support us and help us spread support for men around the world. Do comment and share your thoughts. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.